In global geopolitics, some alliances are public, others are forged in secrecy. The partnership between Iran and Eritrea is one of the latter, quietly shifting the balance in the Red Sea. This is not about formal treaties, but about subtle maneuvers. Iranian ships docking in Eritrean ports, intelligence shared in the shadows, and coordinated actions that escape headlines. When Eritrea mirrors Iran's foreign policy, detaining ships linked to Israeli allies or refusing to condemn attacks on shipping, it signals a deeper alignment. For Iran, Eritrea is a strategic prize, a launchpad on the Red Sea's western shore, a place to monitor enemies and challenge rivals. For Eritrea, its coastline becomes leverage. By granting Iran access, it gains political support, economic aid, and military technology. This transactional relationship lets Eritrea punch above its weight, turning isolation into strategic value. Together, they form a quiet but potent axis, reshaping the region's security and trade. The secret handshake across the sea is changing the rules, one discrete move at a time. The Red Sea is a vital artery for global trade, connecting Europe and Asia through the Suez Canal and Bab el-Mandeb Strait. Billions in goods, oil, electronics, cars flow through daily. Any disruption sends shockwaves worldwide. Recent Houthi attacks, backed by Iranian drones and missiles, have forced ships to reroute around Africa, adding weeks and billions in costs. Insurance premiums have soared, and Western navies are now locked in a tense standoff to keep the sea lanes open. The Red Sea has become a battleground where non-state actors, empowered by state sponsors, can threaten global commerce. For Iran, instability is opportunity. With a foothold in Eritrea, Tehran can influence the Bab el-Mandeb and support the Houthis across the water. This presence lets Iran pressure adversaries and disrupt trade, making the Red Sea a central front in a wider geopolitical struggle. Control of these shores is now a key objective for any power seeking to shape the Middle East. The stakes for global trade and security have never been higher. Iran's navy once focused on the Persian Gulf, but now its ambitions stretch to the Red Sea. Officially, Iranian warships patrol for anti-piracy, but these missions double as intelligence gathering and covert operations. The infamous MV Saviz, anchored off Eritrea, served as a floating base, monitoring traffic and allegedly coordinating arms transfers to Yemen's Houthis. Eritrea is the linchpin. Its ports, especially Asab, provide Iran with vital resupply and logistics, making long-range deployments possible. This access gives Iran a de facto naval base without the costs or risks of building one. It's a low-profile, high-impact strategy, extending Tehran's reach right to its adversary's doorstep. Eritrea's cooperation is the quiet force behind Iran's expanding influence in the Red Sea. The partnership is subtle, but its effects are felt across the region. Eritrea's foreign policy is pure pragmatism. Alliances are tools for regime survival. Once the UAE was Eritrea's main partner, using Asab port for the Yemen war. But as the UAE withdrew, Eritrea pivoted. Now, Asmara courts Iran, Russia, and China, powers willing to challenge the Western order. Iran offers military tech and drones in exchange for port access and cooperation. Russian warships have docked at Massawa, and China remains Eritrea's top trading partner. By balancing these relationships, Eritrea avoids dependence and maximizes its leverage. Its strategic geography is auctioned to the highest bidder, making Eritrea a key node for anti-Western powers in the Horn of Africa. This pivot is calculated, not ideological, a masterclass in survival. Eritrea's adaptability keeps it relevant in a rapidly shifting world. The Houthis' battlefield success relies on a covert supply chain, one that runs through Eritrea. Iranian ships, often under false flags, deliver weapons to the Arabian Sea, where cargo is transferred to smaller boats. These vessels hug Eritrea's coast, evading international patrols and using Eritrean waters as a safe corridor. Eritrean ports serve as staging points. Arms are stored, consolidated, and prepped for the final run to Yemen. This shortens supply lines and reduces interception risk, making Eritrea indispensable to Iran's proxy war. Eritrea's silence on Houthi attacks signals its complicity. Iran maintains plausible deniability, but the steady flow of advanced weapons tells the real story. Eritrea is no longer a bystander. It's an active, if hidden, participant in the Red Sea conflict. The shadowy supply chain is the engine behind the headlines. The Iran-Eritrea axis has triggered alarm among global and regional powers. Saudi Arabia and the UAE see Iran's Red Sea presence as a direct threat to their security and economic ambitions. Both have ramped up naval patrols and intelligence sharing to counter Tehran's influence. Israel, reliant on Red Sea access, has intensified surveillance, viewing the alliance as a nightmare scenario. The US and Europe have launched naval coalitions to protect shipping, but these are costly reactive measures. Intelligence agencies warn of Iran's growing shadow fleet and Eritrea's role as a safe haven. The West faces a daunting challenge, securing a vast volatile sea against a diffuse, deniable threat. Eritrea's alignment with America's rivals complicates any response. The Red Sea security is now a global concern, with no easy solutions. Eritrea lacks wealth and military might, but it wields the power of geography. Its coastline overlooks the Bab el-Mandeb, a choke point for global trade. President Afwerki has turned this location into a commodity, trading access for support from powers like Iran, Russia, and China. Eritrea's ports have shifted from UAE hubs to vital nodes in Iran's network. The country's mere presence can alter the region's strategic balance. Eritrea plays kingmaker, shaping conflicts without firing a shot. Its geographic leverage ensures it remains relevant, no matter the global power struggle. In a world of giants, Eritrea's coastline is its ultimate weapon. Geography, not size, secures its seat at the table. The Red Sea's story is not just about visible conflict, but about hidden alliances and shadowy fleets. The Iran-Eritrea partnership is built on deniable actions and shared goals, not public treaties. Houthi attacks, enabled by this axis, weaponize global commerce, turning trade routes into tools of coercion. This is hybrid warfare, economic disruption as strategy, the global supply chain as battlefield. The Iran-Eritrea axis thrives in the gray zones, exploiting gaps in international law and military reach. The world must choose between costly intervention and ceding control of a vital waterway. Geography remains destiny, but now it's shaped by invisible hands and secret deals. Understanding these hidden currents is key to navigating the turbulent waters ahead.